With the announcement of the Operation Winter event, a particularly interesting top-tier reward vehicle was announced for the aviation side. Perhaps a vehicle that should have been added to the tech tree, the export variant MiG-23 MF was introduced as a new top-tier event vehicle for the German tech tree. Some information about the new German Flogger included that it was basically the same exact plane as the Soviet MiG-23M. It has a similar climb rate, similar turn performance, same armament, just all in all the same plane. Although it does get something different, and that's in the form of a different variant of R60. Don't get too excited though, as it's just the R60MK, which is essentially right now an R60M endgame. All aspect, 30G, same range, same speed and all. That being said, the MF is just a German M. So enough about the performance. We already know that the MiG-23M is not too bad of a top tier plane, although it does have no shortage of disadvantages given its lack of flares, good radar missiles, and gun ammo. What is important about this event plane is its value. As I'm sure many know by now, the F4F Early, Germany's first Phantom, was first introduced as an event vehicle. Much like this new one, it was the first jet of its kind to be added to the German tech tree. At 10.3, it struggles a fair amount, given that it has no countermeasures, but with the upside of having AIM-9Js. The F4F, an upgrade to the Early, was given countermeasures and a Maverick AGM ordnance option. Given the current state of aviation, what not with the F4EJ Kai, Wagen, MiG-23 MLD, the fact that Germany is now getting an equivalent to a Soviet top tier that was released 6 months ago is indicative that the F4F might have set a precedent for better vehicles being added to the German tech tree after a worse event vehicle. Not exactly the best system of doing things, but at least that gives Germany players some hope for a better MiG in the near future. The most likely candidate for this MF upgrade would be the MiG-23ML. This was a version of the Flogger that featured the same engine upgrade as the MLD and a lighter weight. It's essentially a moderately worse version of the MLD, although if Gaijin decides to be generous to Germany for once, they could instead receive the MLA. The MLA had an upgraded radar with the ability to equip the R24, which would be game-changing for the meta of top-tier air. If you're a collector, you'd obviously want to keep any sort of event plane. Let's just get that out of the way. But for the perspective of a non-collector, the MiG-23 MF would be a good decision to keep if you're in the market to be playing top-tier Germany until they get their new jet. The MF serves as a placeholder in that regard, as it'd be better than the 21 Biz Germany currently has, but not better than anything else every other major nation has. The MF would also be a worthy vehicle to keep if you're looking to try out a different top-tier jet experience. The MiG-23, although hard to learn, is very rewarding to play once you get good with it. Lastly, if you're thinking about selling it, you should do so after careful consideration of the previous points. The MiG-23 MF is likely to sell for a considerable amount more than the F4F Early, since it's a better aircraft.